Hey guys, this is Coach Bill with Bill Mabry Online Coaching. Hope you guys are having a great, what day is it today? Monday. So today guys, this is another good topic that we need to cover. Uh, it seems like there's still quite a few people out there that are basically a little bit intimidated about doing intermittent fasting or prolonged fasting. And the reason for that is because they're getting some misinformation from somebody who is actually not educated in it, or they haven't really done it themselves. And most likely, if they did it and they didn't like it or they failed, they did it wrong. Pretty much, it's almost impossible not to lose weight when you're doing intermittent fasting. And the biggest issue out there also is people are telling people that you're basically putting yourself in a starvation mode. And in actuality, yeah, you might say you're not starving yourself. All you're really doing is you're starving your body from the ultra processed carbs. That's basically what we're doing with intermittent fasting. We're eliminating calories for a certain amount of time. And science has been showing this as being healthy for decades. Matter of fact, those of you that might know history, that fasting was very prominent back in the old centuries. Our ancestors did it. And they not only did it for religious reasons, but they also did it for health reasons, because that's basically what fasting does to the body. It actually is a natural way for the body to actually detox itself from all the toxins and the crap that's floating around in the body. But people are still intimidated by it because of the word fasting. And the body knows how to do this. It always has known how to do fasting. We just need to train it to do that. Now, as Americans or as people, we've been on a very high fat or low fat, high carb meal plan, the standard American diet, for decades. And so the body only knows how to use glucose, which is one of the main sources of energy. You have two. Glucose is one, and your own stored body fat is the other. Most of you that are on the standard American diet are not even dipping into your own stored body fat. You have to train the body to do this. But the body has got a natural mechanism that is created to protect itself during those fasting times, so that you do not run out of energy, or you do not run out of glucose as energy. The body already has a natural mechanism that will actually produce glucose even if you have not eaten any calories for 18 hours, 20 hours, 24 hours, 72 hours, so forth. You have to look back at our ancestors when they went on hunting trips. Did they always catch their meals that day? No. They could go 2 or 3 days without even seeing a meal. And when they do come upon their meal, they have enough energy to chase it down and then, of course, consume it. Or our bodies have not evolved away from that. So the protective mechanism that we have is called gluconeogenesis. And what happens is that when you're fasting, especially if you're fasting longer than 20 hours, 24 to 48 hours, your body will actually take the fat from your own stored body fat and convert it in the liver and turn it into glucose to be used as energy that it needs to maintain itself throughout the day. Not only does it take the fat from your own stored fat, but it also takes your dead cells that are floating around, or the proteins that the rotten old proteins that are floating around in the brain. It will actually take those and convert those back into glucose as well. So it's the body's natural way of cleansing itself. So don't be intimidated to try intermittent fasting. Now, at Bill Mabry Online Coaching, if you go to my website, billmabrycoaching.com, I've put in there some training blogs. All you have to do is click on the blog post, and there's a training blog in there that explains in detail what gluconeogenesis is and why you need not to be intimidated to do intermittent fasting, because it is the safest and easiest way to not only lose that belly fat or body fat, but to also reverse type 2 diabetes and fatty liver disease. And it also helps with many other diseases, according to science. And so I actually put science in that blog post. Also, if you go to my website, you'll also see that I have some courses and packages, some weight loss courses and some packages. Check them out. And those of you that are looking to start off the New Year's right, and you want to do it in a way that you could do it for the rest of your life, then all you have to do is hit that free consultation button I have on top of my website, and let's go over what your issues are, and let's go over your desires, and we can actually help you reach your goals, whatever it is. Okay, guys? So, guys, like I said, go to my website, billmabryonlinecoaching.com. You can also go to my YouTube channel, which is Bill Mabry. Subscribe to it, and I have a lot of great exercises, and I have a lot of great training videos in there also. You can go to my Facebook group page at Fat Loss Made Easy, and in the downloads I have some fat burning recipes, and I also have some training videos there also. So guys, if you really know how to follow science, you'll see how important intermittent fasting is when it comes to trying to lose that belly fat or body fat, and how your body is set up to protect itself so you don't go into starvation mode, if that's what you want to call it, because your body is not that stupid. It knows how to keep, it talks about ketones and how important ketones is. Okay, guys? So you guys have a great day. We'll see you guys at the next video.